morning, good morning. It is a cold, rainy day here, but at least we don't have any snow. I think not too far up. It does. Hope you all in snow country are okay, or just weird weather country these days. I have bounced back and forth. One of the hardest things I do is to figure out my next project. I thought about making maybe like a mixed media journal and do just free for all on the front page, and on the back page do some quotes, because I do have a lot of them stored up and I like reading them, and it would just be a visual thing to look at, but my heart's not in that right now. And the heart wants what the heart wants. I am desperately trying to I don't even know how to say this. Okay, we're not going to go that route. All right. I think this book has been calling to me lately. I bought this book. I don't know when it first came out. I bought it when it first came out because I was influenced by somebody on Influence. 2018. This is a book by Clover Robin. I've been following her on Instagram for years. As much as I do Instagram. I really don't do a lot of Instagram. A couple of you and I communicate back and forth on Instagram, but I'm really, really pitiful at it. And anyhow, so I get lost. My algorithm changes, and then sometimes I miss her for a little while. But I really love her aesthetic. And she is all about making paper, cutting it up, and gluing it back together in a different pattern. And that is obviously right up my alley. So I bought this book, and it's a nice book, a very nice book. And it's how to, make your paper, cut your paper, do different things with your paper. A lot of making a picture with paper. Kind of like Eric Carle, type artwork. So, I think that's what we're going to do for a while. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this up. This is obviously a lot easier book to transport back and forth from here to the beach, which I'm going one more time, and then we're done. But I'll still be here for 2 more weeks. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know yet. Really. I have obviously looked at this book a lot. There's post-its where I've made myself look at these. There's one in here that's, tempted to do mine right off the bat, but I need to work up to it. If I can find it. I love the flowers, obviously. Oh I just love this page. And I can go off the charts, Basquiat style, if I want to, with colors and, whatever else, make it my own. This was here. This is where I grew up. Right. I'm imagining this is the San Francisco Bay Area right here. And I grew up right there. Across the Golden Gate Bridge, 15-20 minutes. I love the landscape. I love this whole aesthetic. I love the nature of all of this. There's oh God, look at these leaves. Look at these leaves. So I think maybe I'm going to make a journal somehow, some way, and it might be kind of like learning how to do the leaves, learning how to do my paint my paper, learning how to cut out stuff, learning how, oh God, look at this Scottish Highlands. Oh, love. I'm really probably not going to make any avocados or tomatoes, I have to say. I would love to maybe do I mean, I just love this. Just, that's a house. That's the paper version of it. I mean, like, I love these little strawberries. I love these red flowers. I love the entire, oh, I love this. I love this. And this is a step-by-step how to do it. After you get your papers painted and the right colors and blah, blah, blah. Is there any right or wrong in this? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, this is like theoretically maybe Central Park or something. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's a park. It's a city park. I love that. And learning how to layer it and build it would be fun. Oh my God, these hikers. I mean, look, the simplicity of these trees is my style. My style. And then I think she takes Neocolor 2s or some kind of crayon and writes on top of it and makes like branches. That's my style. That's me. Here's how you do your elements for your rocks and your grass and your backgrounds, the ground and the sky, building, scene building. I just love it. So, much like what I just finished, going through a book, finding something I like, it could be a National Geographic. It does not have to be a book that you bought. It could be a National Geographic that you got at the thrift store for 50 cents. Or you already have National Geographics at home. It does not have to be expensive. This was not expensive. But it also supported her, an independent artist. Okay, it was $25. But it did support an independent artist. She's got a couple papers back here that she made. And you can use. In fact, I have one that has been torn out. And oh, there's an alphabet. I mean, hello, that would be fun. That would be fun to make an alphabet with letters. Much like the Basquiat, I want to go in and learn how to make a roof. I want to go in and on page 36, I love all of these leaves. I want to learn how to make these leaves. I'm going to pick the technique I like, the color I like, or whatever out of this and make something. Same concept. Same concept. By the way, same concept. Just a different book and a different style. Oh, this is all lettering. Maybe not. Okay. There's a couple things of letters. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at that. This is not exactly me, but the technique could be. The technique could be. Letters. Oh, I mean, just look at this piece of paper. That right there is gorgeous. So, do I have a journal prepped and ready to go? Why, no, I don't. But I thought, all right, I'm in my traveler's notebook drawer, and I am picking out a traveler's notebook. I have a couple colors of these guys. Actually, I have several. I know, go figure. Actually, you know what? I might change my mind. Okay. We have a craft color refill. We have a yellow. We have black. We have the standard. We have more black. We have a craft pink. We have a craft turquoise. We have another craft pink. Since we have two of these, I think I'm going to use that one. Should I be using a pink background? Probably not, but that's okay. That's okay. This is where my name comes from because I absolutely love this size. I love this size. This is exactly what I finished last time's journal. This dude, my pickle with dreadlocks. This dude is the exact same thing. Just about. It expanded a little bit with proteins and sugars and carbohydrates. These are protein, sugars, and carbohydrates. But, same thing. I'm just going to use it in the intended direction, the marketed direction, for this project. I save all these because these go in my Hobonichi. Go figure. So, oh, look at this paper. It's gorgeous. I love how they did the cream for the intro page and the back cover page. All right, I always start with a reason why and then go in because I love that concept. So today, I think I need to start off at the beginning. Can't get ahead of myself here. So the paper I brought back from the beach, there's some green. I need to, concentrate on more monotone papers for this project. Possibly. I might, have purple trees down the road. In fact, let's just make a purple tree. I think I'm going to, start off with how to make the elements. I kind of know how to paint the paper. I kind of understand a jelly plate, I kind of snip tip. Even lovely, useful clutter is clutter. Oh, really? Maybe that's my problem. Having too many beautiful scraps around can be overwhelming, so don't be afraid to clear the decks from time to time and rebuild your collections anew. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. Buy Bun does that. Snip tip. Collect inspiration as you go. This could be leaves in the park, shells on the beach, moments captured by a smartphone or camera. I have a huge library of colors to try and recreate at a later point. That's interesting. Like, take a picture of this for the blue, even though it's covered up in paint also. Or the sand for a tone of brown. A frappuccino for the color, caramel color. It has to be vanilla. Basic collage. I know how to do basic collage. Collage themes. Snip tip. I like to keep a little diary or notebook on me to record anything that catches my eye or inspires me. I have one of those. I have 27 of those. I quickly make a note before moving on. You could do this with a camera or maybe your phone with a quick snap. I do that a lot. All right, here's camellias. Our camellias are blooming right now. How about that? Blousy camellia in my mom's garden. I used to think this lady, I never get the things right, but I used to think this lady lived in the UK, but I think she lives in the United States. Dedicated to the Robin family and all its extended members. Blah, 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 blah. Dedication, but I'm wondering if there's something about her. About the author. Collage artist, designer, and illustrator, she grew up in glorious Devon, England, before training and graduating from Leeds College of Art and Design in 2007. Followed by a master's from Central St. Martin's in 2009 and Future Textile Design. Future Textile Design, that's interesting. She does live in London. What do I know? Don't listen to me. Clover delights in nature and all things botanical, inspired by a childhood of woodland walks, countryside rambles, blah, blah. She is currently based in Greenwich, London, where all of her artwork is lovingly handcrafted and created. I actually think when we were in England in August and we went to this craft co-op type place and learned how to wool felt, they had a beautiful gift shop of different things that are sold in that whole complex. And I think I did buy one of her cards. Anyhow. All right. I think since the landscapes are more up my alley, I'm going to learn how to make a tree. Let's start with trees. Just these guys and green. And we're even going to do some purple trees. All right, so I need to clear the decks here a little bit. All right, I have green that I'm going to cut out into. This is going to be super simple for today. I'm going to cut triangles. This might need to be smaller triangles. Well, I have a small book, so we'll start with that. Okay. So my jelly plate is made with a particularly circle jelly. It's one color in this section. It's a green, but I did take the end of my paintbrush and make a swirly pattern in it, so it has a little bit of texture already, kind of working in my favor. This is not a tutorial. I don't teach. I am taking techniques from this book and implementing them in a journal of my own. I am not copying. I am not teaching. If you want to make a journal with me, that is more than cool. I can't coordinate a group to do that. But if y'all want to do that, that is fine. I think I might put some little ones down. The first few pages or so, I don't have to have any kind of scene. But I have a couple scenes in my phone. Of my 16,000 pictures, I have a couple scenes. So, let's move the book. Granted, this paper is probably not recommended for a background, but these are just me putting down trees, not in any shape or form or scene as of yet. I'm just putting down a page of trees. And I might, in the first few pages, like I used a circular jelly plate on this one, a small one. I used the end of a paintbrush to create texture in my paint. This is all one color. And now I'm going to take Neocolor 2s and amp up the trees. But first I probably should plant them. All right, this is all super heavy here. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to make some trees. And I'm just going to plant them. And I might give them a little fertilizer. AKA some Neocolor 2. I don't want them in a specific pattern or lined up. They're triangles just because that's how hers are, and that's a shape I can manage. We had, if the temperature had dropped like 2 or 3 degrees yesterday, we would have had more snow. Luckily, it's a little warmer today. When we went to bed last night, it was in the low 40s. It's like, oh. And it was cooler earlier in the day. I know our construction guy did not show up, and he's probably not going to this whole week. Okay. Now, just for kicks and giggles, I have a darker color here, which has sand or something on it. I can feel it. And I'm cutting through it too. I think I might have a couple on the other page. And because it's mine, I'm going to make one purple tree. And maybe by the end it doesn't even look like a purple tree. That is specifically the plan. Oh, this thing is... These Traveler's Notebooks came from Good Postage in Charlotte, which is a Traveler's Notebook affiliate. Or seller, or whatever they call them in the United States. I don't know what this has on it, but it makes for an interesting texture, I will say. It looks like it was a jelly plate. But it's got sand or something on it. Now, I think I'll print something on the computer. Tree. Lesson 1, trees. Kind of something like that. All right, so now I've got my trees planted. They do have little stems, which it looks like she's just added with a marker. Oh, here's a little one. That one's going to go in here. Okay. These are all just little brown Neocolor twos, it looks like. I wonder what she uses. She might use like colored pencils. Yeah. Colored pencils is what she uses. I do have some of those, but I happen to love a Neocolor too. So we're going to use those today. Don't know what we'll do going forward. And it might be that I need to take a lesson. I'm already breaking her rules. That's okay. I think these are suggestions. And there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, all right, here's green. This is like a Kelly green. Emerald green. This is a olive green. This is the label's already torn off, light olive. And for kicks and giggles, we are going to get out a purple, which is violet. And I might just use this brown, which was russet, for the trunks. And some of them, it's going to look different on this peach colored paper. That is okay too. Giving them little tiny trunks. Some are a little bit longer. Different variety of tree, I'm sure. This is squeaking like crazy. Quit squeaking. This one, we're going to give it on our purple tree, we're going to give it a green trunk. Okay, so we got, everybody's planted correctly now. So now, I want to make these swishy marks. Can you see that? Yeah, these swishy marks on the trees. And they all seem to be the same, although this one looks like it might have like a light vertical line through it. And it could be made out of deli paper too, or some kind of vellum or something. It's fun to just mix up your paper. And I might find that I don't have enough, that I might not have enough paper. Yeah, right. But I might not have enough of the right kind of paper. I tend to make huge color swatches of stuff. And then it can only be used for Basquiat type things and not this. So in other words, because I want to do a lot of landscapes, I might need to make some more green and specific greens and blues and browns. Maybe, but we're not there yet. Now I will say the Neocolor 2s are thick. Take up a lot of territory, so on small pieces it may not be, that might be better with a colored pencil. I think that's the only difference. I'm going to use brown and put like, and this guy. Now this one's got some yellow in the paint. That's okay. I am going to kind of fill in this white spot here. And there. Same thing over here. Because my trees don't have snow on them yet. Now, I think, as well as, I might just add some broken, I'm already making it my own, which is fine. I'm making just short vertical lines on the purple tree with brown on purple, and that's good too. Now, I might take this brown on these really dark ones because there's sand on them or something. I'm just going to do a couple things that I think might show up. This is a really dark color. Now, I can get the Neocolor 2s wet and they're soluble, but I don't think I'm going to today. Probably lesson 1 is to make sure you have good glue. All right. I am going to, because it is a journal and I, want to keep this as a keepsake, I might have a little bit of shadowing here just to, something's on here, it's scratchy. Just doing a little bit, a tiny bit of shadow. Just that may not even be visible on camera. Is this necessary? No. Did she do this? No. But I already went rogue. Is there any set rules? No. This is her process, and we are learning from it and adapting it to ours. Which is what I do with everything. Kind of just gives them a little bit of a shadow. Just a little bit. Because I don't particularly want it to look like a lesson in trees. I just want it to look like a journal page. Also. I think that ends lesson 1, day 1. There are no lessons, day 1. And I'm going to write on the computer, lesson 1, trees. Simple trees. This is a pine forest of simple trees. That's fun. And even the ones I didn't write on, because of the texture and the jelly print, there's stuff there. This has the sand. This has other marks on it. Love it. So, I think we can do trees. Check. Especially if they're just triangles. Maybe I need to find some gray paper and do some rocks. Oh, and these are little plants. Little trees. Grasses. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe we do rocks and grasses. Here's some rocks. Aha. Okay, landscape element. Create clouds. Hues of water for a frothy wild sea. Textured gray paper for mountains and cliffs. Rocks and boulders. Cut out long stems of grass and place over large areas of green meadows. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. So I need some gray. I don't think I have any gray. I'm pretty sure I don't. So what I'm going to do just put some gray on this. Because of what's underneath it, it should show up as different shades of gray. Not 50, 2 or 3. My white paint is under this huge stack of stuff. Ooh, what's this? White, okay. Taylor Rounding white. Does this have sprinkles? No. My granddaughter squirted green paint all over it. Okay. I always blame her because she was always wild. I think she's sick right now. Bless her heart. She was always wild with a paintbrush. That's a good shade of gray. I've had this paper for like 7 years. If I change it to gray, I won't be heartbroken. Now, what will help us in this instance too for boulders and skies and stuff, there's all kinds of streaks in that paint. That'll help. There's a little bit of purple coming through. That's okay. That's okay. And when it dries, there might be more purple coming through. That's okay. Make some darker rocks or darker sky. I'm trying to just get the whole paper covered so that I have plenty of territory to work with here. Okay. And that's how we make rocks. Well, we're prepared to make rocks. Hopefully we can make rocks tomorrow. Could I stamp something on it? Why, certainly I could. Could I just take a stamp and add texture to it now? Maybe not with those, but I don't know why. It might not be. It might already be drying. It's drying too fast. Note to self, make lines faster. There's a little bit in here. Oh, I'm getting a little bit. Okay. This calls for a Neocolor 2. And just adding a pattern doesn't have to mean anything right now because we're going to cut it all up. Okay, if your paint dries fast, make lines another way or add texture to your paper prior to adding more texture to it. Who knows? I might cover all this up tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm setting myself up for texture. On a rainy, cloudy day, this floats my boat. Can you see all that? Woo! And you can get out some frustrations. If you've heard a lot of talk about transparency lately and none of it's happening. Okay. I like that. So much fun. Okay. See you tomorrow with some rocks. Rocks in the belfry. Bats in the belfry here. Thanks for watching. Bye.